Hey everybody, Mr. Legacy Builder here, also known as Terrence. Thanks for tuning in for another video. This video right here is a real estate video, and it was a request from somebody on Facebook. Don't know if he want me to add his name, but I'm gonna add his name anyway, just not his whole name. This video for you, Donnie. So this video right here is about my fellow real estate investors, those who are new to real estate and those who are stumbling, who maybe got a deal or two. It's not no guru in things or anything like that. It's just a video of me sharing what works for me. So let's jump right into it because your time is valuable to me. Make sure you like this video as well. And if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. So anyway, when it comes to getting the contract signed and properly communicating the contract, here's how you do that. By the way, don't forget to make sure you stay to the end of the video and watch the entire video in its entirety, because I'm gonna drop some extra bonus gems just for you checking out the video. So anyway, when you're getting to the contract with your end seller and you're explaining it to a seller, I want you to go ahead and remember how you first had that initial interaction. The key to a actual contract is a couple of things. So if you're not used to selling direct, or if you don't have any sales background and you stumble, that's okay too. But keep in mind that when you're doing things with any customer, it's just a person. Remember, you are positioning yourself as the problem solver and the solution. You're not positioning yourself as any of your strategies that you're going to be doing. So what do I mean by that? Wholesaling, lease options, hard money, private money, any of those things. There's many more, but any of those things. You're positioning yourself as an actual buyer. So if you don't have the cash and you feel maybe I'm lying because I'm not going to directly buy it, I want you to always say, my partner and I. This is usually what me and my partner and I do. And for those of you who are solo, and maybe you're like, why am I saying my partner and I want you to think about your partner and I as the cash buyer, if it's a wholesale deal, or the private lender, or your hard money lender, whatever. That's considered your partner. Now let me explain. A partner is any individual that's going to be working with you to help you close that deal. So don't be caught up in the terminology. Just focus more on helping a person understand how you're going to solve their problem with this agreement. So here's a gem. Never say contract. Never say terms. Just say, let's go over this agreement. Here's another tip. Always end the agreement in the kitchen, which is a family setting, so it makes it more personable. Make sure you're sitting on the side of your actual seller, so that way it's more personable, and assume the sale. So let's go back to what I said earlier. If you started the conversation as, hey, we buy a lot of properties in the area, if that was part of your pitch, then when you're ending it and you're closing at that appointment or over the phone, and one of your objections is when they're reading the contract, they hit you and say, hey, what do this means by and or assigns to somebody else, or what your wording? That's when you let them know, hey, I had told you earlier that my partner and I, we closed multiple deals, or we closed deals like this. Whatever you said in the beginning, you just restate that, and then you let them know you're going to get your money. Whether I look at the property and after our due diligence, if I feel that I need to bring on somebody else with me, this allows me to do that, and you still get your money either way. So it's no added cost to you, no stress to you. It's saying assigns because it's going to allow me to either partner up with somebody or have somebody else come in the deal and buy it. That's actually too much information. So what I kind of want you to do is just take a step back and focus on your intro. When you're first connecting with the customer and building that rapport and letting them know what you do, after you've told them, that you can solve the problem and what you're about and what you do, that's when I want you to go ahead and focus on things like, hey, so if you're playing a card of it's just you and your partner, or if you're playing a card of a big company, however you present it, just play the card of being honest. Hey, I'm looking to buy properties in the area, and I noticed you're a home. Are you interested in selling? If they say yes, okay, cool. Ask them the questions. Once you get everything and you get to that contract, you let them know. So what I personally do is I go through the property, evaluate it, look at it. Once we get it under contract, I take the contract and the earnest money deposit, and that's part of reading the agreement. I take the contract and the earnest money deposit to my closing attorney, and they start title search. They go ahead and go through the title search and everything like that, making sure that it's a clean title and there's no unexpected encumbrances. And what encumbrances mean is there's no unexpected issues with the property itself, like liens, mechanic liens, just things that you might not know that is against the property from different creditors because the property might be in your name. That's one way to make yourself seem like a strong professional. After you do that, then you go through and you just start walking through the property. Explain the net, which is theirs, what's to them. Explain any terms you have. Explain your marketing, why you're marketing. Just go through and really explain everything. So that way, when you get to the end and they have a question, I really don't know. You be like, hey, Mr. Seller, are you having an issue with me, or are you having an issue with, because I'm trying to make sure that I'm explaining it correctly to you. So is it me, or is it how I'm presenting it, or what is it? Because you kind of want to put it to them. I don't want to say it's the money, because if they don't bring up that it's the money, then it's not the money. But if you're concerned, you can say, is it me or is it the money? And kind of put it out there to them so they can come back to you and let you know what's the problem. But agreements, everyone, is easy. So here go a bonus for you guys. If you need any help or anything like that, or you want to understand anything about maybe JV deals or anything, you can check out this video right here and it'll give you some understanding of JV deals, or this video right here and it'll help you understand on how to do virtual deals. But I want you guys to know how to focus on things like motivation, price point, timeline, and condition. But everything is in the heart of motivation. So don't get caught up on wording. Yes, I didn't give no specifics. I just gave all examples because what works for me might not work for you. But what I do want you to focus on a lot is making sure that however you start off, when it's time to get the agreement to them, you set the expectations by telling them what's going to happen next and from there. And then you keep up with them. Always ask, do they have any questions? Because you always want to ask for a referral. So once the agreement get done, because remember, I want to thank you guys for getting this far. Make sure you subscribe if you like what I'm saying and you want to hear more on real estate, business, different money streams. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this in those areas. Also, let me know what you were stuck on in your agreements when you're explaining agreements, and I do a part 2 to this video as well and kind of walk through an actual explanation if that's what you need. Now, I want you guys to always remember to restate what you're going to be about, set expectations, and always remember how you started is how you need to end it. Really focus on the problem and really focus on what you're saying in the beginning, because that way you can turn back around and use that when someone asks you, hey, what does this mean, or what is this about? I hope that helps you guys. It's T, Mr. Legacy Builder here. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.